You know, moments like these have a way of stopping you in your tracks. Moments that remind you, in a really profound way, that no matter how famous, no matter how beloved, no matter how strong someone seems, we're all human at the end of the day. Today, that moment came from Donny Osmond. A man we've all grown up with in one way or another. For decades, he's been this bright, comforting presence in our lives, on stage, on television, on our radios. Always smiling. Always full of energy. Always carrying himself with such kindness and class. You could always count on Donny to be the picture of positivity, no matter what he was going through behind the scenes. So to see him today, lying in a hospital bed, looking tired, hooked up to wires and tubes, it hit hard. And not just for me. You could almost feel the collective heartbreak of thousands of people around the world. People who grew up listening to him. People who went to his shows, who felt like they knew him personally. People who consider him more than just a celebrity, but a friend, a brother, even family. When I first saw that photo, his eyes half open, his head resting against the white pillow, the hospital gown around his shoulders, the thin oxygen tube along his face, I froze. For just a second, I didn't even know how to process what I was seeing. Because we're so used to seeing him full of life. So used to his laughter, his charm, his voice filling up a room. And now here he was, in one of his most vulnerable moments, still managing to muster a faint smile for the camera. And maybe that's what made it even more emotional. That even there, lying in that hospital bed, he was still thinking about us. Still taking the time to connect. To reassure. To say, in his own quiet way, hey, I'm still here. I'll be okay. You could almost hear his voice in your head, couldn't you? That calm, reassuring tone. That gentle way he has of making people feel at ease, no matter what. And the response. It was overwhelming. Within minutes of that photo being posted, fans all over the world rushed to send their love. Social media was flooded with comments. Messages like, "My heart hurts," and "We're praying for you, Donny," and "Get well soon, you've got this." People were posting pictures of him from years ago, videos of concerts they'd attended, snippets of interviews where he talked about staying strong in hard times. You could really feel the love pouring in from every corner of the globe. Fans sharing their memories. Their gratitude. Even their own personal stories of how Donny's music, his kindness, his presence helped them through their own struggles. One woman wrote something that really stayed with me. She said, "When I was going through chemo, Donny's songs were the only thing that could make me smile. He gave me hope when nothing else did. Now it's my turn to send that hope back to him." Another fan shared, "I grew up in a broken home. But watching Donny and his family on TV every week gave me something to believe in. Something to look forward to. I just want him to know he made a difference." And story after story like that came flooding in. You realize in moments like this just how many lives someone can touch without even knowing it. Just by being who they are. By sharing their gifts. By showing up with kindness and authenticity, day after day, year after year. That's what makes Donny so special, isn't it? It's not just his talent, though he has plenty of that. It's his heart. His willingness to be real with people. To open himself up. Even when it's hard. Even when he's hurting. I think a lot of people would have chosen to keep something like this private. To not let the world see them in such a vulnerable state. But not Donny. He chose to share it. To remind us all that it's okay to not always be okay. That strength isn't about hiding your struggles, it's about facing them with grace. And that's such an important reminder for all of us. Because we all go through hard times. We all have moments when we feel weak. When we feel scared. And too often, we feel like we have to put on a brave face. Like we can't let anyone see us struggle. But here's the thing, there's strength in honesty. There's courage in letting people in. And Donny showed us that today in the most powerful way. So what can we take away from this? Well, for one, don't wait too long to tell the people you love how much they mean to you. Don't assume they already know. Send that text. Make that call. Write that comment. You never know how much those words might mean. Especially in moments like this, when someone you care about, even if it's someone you've only ever admired from afar, is going through something hard. And here's another thing to keep in mind. When you do reach out, keep it simple. You don't have to write a novel. You don't have to find the perfect words. Just something like, "We're thinking of you. You've got this." Take all the time you need to heal. That's enough. Sometimes the simplest words are the most powerful. And if you're posting something publicly, remember to focus on encouragement. Not speculation. Not gossip. Not trying to figure out what's wrong or what caused it. Just kindness. Just love. That kind of respect goes a long way. You know, this isn't the first time Donny has faced a health scare. Years ago, he went through something else. He didn't talk about it much at the time. But later, he admitted that what got him through was the outpouring of love from his fans. He said that every letter, every comment, every message gave him a little more strength to keep going. To get back on that stage. To keep doing what he loves. And I have no doubt it'll be the same this time. Already, fans are organizing little tributes. Virtual prayer chains. Video montages of their favorite Donny moments. Plans to send flowers and cards to the hospital. It's incredible to see just how much people care when someone they love needs it most. It's a beautiful reminder of how much good is still out there in the world. And it makes you think, if one person can inspire this much love, this much kindness, just by being themselves, imagine what we could all do if we tried. So tonight, as you sit with this story, I want you to think about who in your life might need a little kindness right now. Maybe it's a friend you haven't heard from in a while. Maybe it's a family member you've been meaning to call. Maybe it's even a stranger you see online who seems like they're struggling. Don't wait. Send that message. Make that call. Leave that comment. Because you never know how much it might mean to them. And while you're at it, let's all keep sending our love to Donny too. Let's fill his world with so much encouragement and light that he can feel it, even in that hospital bed. He's always been there for us. Always giving. Always showing up. Now it's our turn. So tell me, what's one kind thing someone once said to you when you were struggling? Something that really stuck with you. Something that lifted you up when you needed it most. I'd love to hear your story. Share it down below in the comments. Let's make this space a place of hope and inspiration, not just for Donny, but for anyone else who might need it tonight. And if you want to keep following Donny's journey, and stories like this one that remind us of what really matters, stick around. There's another video waiting for you right here. If you felt even a little moved by this story, give this video a like. It helps more than you know. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, so you never miss another update. And if you know someone who could use a little hope right now, share this with them too. We're all in this together, after all. And Donny, if you're watching this somehow, just know this. You've got millions of hearts rooting for you tonight. You've touched so many lives. You've given so much of yourself to the world. Now let us give a little back to you. Take your time. Heal. And when you're ready, we'll all be here, cheering you on, just like always. Get well soon. Red Heart.